Welcome friends to this session on network topology. A computer network is a collection of two or more computers which are connected together to share information and resources. A LAN, local area network, is a computer network that covers only a small geographical area, usually within a square mile or less, such as an office, home or building. In communication networks, a topology is usually a schematic description of the arrangement of a network, including its nodes and connecting lines. There are two ways of defining network geometry: the physical topology and the logical or signal topology. The physical topology of a network is the actual geometric layout of workstations. There are several common physical topologies. Logical or signal topology refers to the nature of the paths. The signals follow from node to node. In many instances, the logical topology is the same as the physical topology, but this is not always the case. For example, some networks are physically laid out in a star configuration, but they operate logically as bus or ring networks. A LAN is one example of a network that exhibits both physical topology and logical topology. Any given node in the LAN will have one or more links to one or more other nodes in the network, and the mapping of these links and nodes onto a graph results in a geometrical shape that determines the physical topology of the network. Likewise, the mapping of the flow of data between the nodes in the network determines the logical topology of the network. Types of topology. A topology can be considered as the network's shape. It describes the layout of the wire, devices as well as the paths used for data transmission. There are 5 basic topologies: bus, ring, star, tree and mesh topologies. Bus topology. A bus topology is the simplest physical topology. In this topology, computers and devices are connected to a single communication medium or channel called bus or backbone through a device called connector. The backbone functions as a common shared communication medium, and each node, file server, workstations and peripherals is attached to it with the connector. If a computer wants to communicate with another one, it will pass a signal to the backbone. The backbone medium broadcasts the signal to all the computers in the network. All the computers receive the signal, but the intended one only accepts it. Linear bus topology. It is a type of bus network in which all the computers of the network are connected to a common transmission medium with exactly 2 endpoints, terminator. All data transmitted between computers in the network is transmitted over this communication transmission medium and is able to be received by all computers in the network virtually simultaneously. Distributed bus topology. It is a type of bus topology in which all the computers of the network are connected to a common transmission medium which has more than 2 endpoints that are created by adding branches to the main section of the transmission medium. The physical distributed bus topology functions in exactly the same fashion as the physical linear topology. Advantages of bus topology. The advantages of bus topology are: connecting a computer or peripheral to a linear bus is easy. This topology requires least amount of cabling to connect the computers and therefore less expensive than other cabling arrangement. It is easy to extend a bus since two cables can be joined into one longer cable with a connector. Disadvantages of bus topology. The disadvantages of bus topology are: entire network shuts down if there is a failure in the backbone. Heavy traffic can slow down a bus because computers on such networks do not coordinate with each other to reserve time to transmit. Ring topology. It is a type of topology in which each computer connects to two other computers, joining them in a circle, creating a unidirectional path where messages move workstation to workstation. Every workstation has exactly two neighbors for communication purposes. All messages travel through a ring in the same direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, until it reaches its destination. All workstations in a ring topology are considered repeaters and are enclosed in a loop. Unlike the bus topology, a ring topology has no endpoints. The repeater in this case is a function of the station's network interface card, NIC. Because each NIC in a station is a repeater, each station will repeat any signal that is on the network regardless of whether it is destined for that particular station. If a station's NIC fails to perform this repeater function, the entire network could come down. The NIC controller is capable of recognizing and handling the defective repeater and can pull itself off the ring, allowing the ring to stabilize and continue operating. Physical ring topology systems don't exist much anymore, mainly because the hardware involved is fairly expensive and the fault tolerance is very low. Token ring topology. In the token ring topology, if one computer wants to communicate to another, it produces a special 3-byte frame called token that travels round the ring. In this topology, all the computers get the token, but only the intended computer receives it. Advantages of ring topology. The advantages of ring topology are: ring topology is very easy to install and reconfigure. Every station is given equal access to the ring. Hence, no single station can monopolize the network. The data transfer will be very high. Disadvantages of ring topology. The disadvantages of ring topology are: failure in any cable or station breaks the loop and can take down the entire network. If a network was down, we want to diagnose all the stations to rectify the failure. The ring makes it difficult to add new computers. Maximum ring length and number of stations are limited. Star topology. Star topology is frequently used to connect one or more small computers or peripheral devices to a large host computer, CPU or central device, that is switch or hub. The hub acts as a central controller, and if a node wants to send data to another node, it boosts up the message and sends the message to the intended node. Many organizations use the star network or a variation of it in a time-sharing system in which several users are able to share a central processor. This topology commonly uses twisted pair cable. However, coaxial cable or fiber optic cable can also be used. Compared to the bus topology, a star network generally requires more cable, but a failure in any star network cable will only take down one's computer network access and not the entire LAN. If the hub fails, however, the entire network also fails. Advantages of star topology. The advantages of star topology are: star topology is very easy to install and implement. We can easily add any number of computers to the hub. The network is not disrupted even if a node fails or is removed from the network. Fault detection and removal of faulty parts is easier in star topology. Disadvantages of star topology. The disadvantages of star topology are: all the computers are connected to the switch or hub through cables. It will cause usage of more hardware. If the switch or hub gets damaged, it will affect the working of all systems. Star topologies are more expensive to install than bus networks because there are several more cables that need to be installed, plus the cost of the hubs that are needed. Tree hierarchical topology. A tree topology combines the characteristics of linear bus and star topologies. It is a type of network topology in which a central root node, the top level of hierarchy, is connected to one or more other nodes that are one lower level in the hierarchy, that is, second level, with a point-to-point link between each of the second level nodes. The top level central root node will also have one or more other nodes that are one level lower in the hierarchy, that is, third level, connected to it, also with a point-to-point link. The top level central root node being the only node that has no other node above it in the hierarchy of the tree is symmetrical. Each node in the network having a specific fixed number of nodes connected to it at next lower level in the hierarchy, the number being referred to as the branching factor of the hierarchical tree. It consists of groups of star configured workstations connected to a bus backbone cable. Not every node plugs directly to the central hub. The majority of nodes connect to a secondary hub that in turn is connected to the central hub. Each secondary hub in this topology functions as the originating point of a branch to which other nodes connect. Advantages of tree topology. The distance to which a signal can travel increases as a signal passes through a chain of hubs. Tree topology allows isolating and prioritizing communications from different nodes. Tree topology allows for easy expansion of an existing network, which enables organizations to configure a network to meet their needs. Disadvantages of tree topology. The disadvantages of tree topology are: if the backbone line breaks, the entire segment goes down. It is more difficult to configure and wire than other topologies. Mesh topology. The mesh topology is the simplest logical topology in terms of data flow, but it is the most complex in terms of physical design. In this topology, every node has a dedicated link to every other node. Each pair of nodes is connected by means of an exclusive point-to-point link. Each node requires a separate interface to connect with the other device. Messages sent on a mesh network can take any of the several possible paths from source to destination. This topology is rarely found in LANs, mainly because of the complexity of the cabling. They are useful in situations where node or station frequently sends messages to all other nodes. Otherwise, a considerable amount of network bandwidth is wasted. The advantages are excessive of bandwidth and inherent fault tolerance. The mesh network topology employs either of two schemes called full mesh and partial mesh. In the full mesh topology, each workstation is connected directly to each of the others. A fully connected mesh network has n into n minus 1 divided by 2 physical links to link n devices. For example, if an organization has 5 nodes and wants to implement a mesh topology, 5 into 5 minus 1 divided by 2, that is 10 links are required. In addition, to accommodate that many links, every device on the network must have n minus 1 communication input or output ports. In the partial mesh topology, some workstations are connected to all the others and some are connected only to those other nodes with which they exchange the most data. Advantages of mesh topology. The advantages of mesh topology are the use of large number of links eliminates network congestion. If one link becomes unusable, it does not disable the entire system. Disadvantages of mesh topology. The disadvantages of mesh topology are the amount of required cabling is very large. As every node is connected to the other, installation and reconfiguration is very difficult. The amount of hardware required to this type of topology can make it expensive to implement. Hybrid topology. Hybrid networks use a combination of any two or more topologies in such a way that the results network does not exhibit one of the standard topologies, for example, bus, ring, star, etc. A hybrid topology is always produced when two different basic network topologies are connected. Two common examples for hybrid network are star ring network and star bus network. A star ring network consists of two or more star topologies connected using a multi-station access unit MAU as a centralized hub. A star bus network consists of two or more star topologies connected using a bus trunk. The bus trunk serves as the network's backbone. Advantages of hybrid topology. The advantages of hybrid topology are: hybrid topology is more flexible and reliable. The topology is designed so that it can be implemented for a number of different network environments. Adding other peripheral connections is easy, as the new nodes and peripherals can be connected into a topology and the said topology can be connected to the hybrid topology with ease. It has better fault tolerance, since a number of different topologies are connected to one another. In case of a problem, it becomes rather easier to isolate the different topologies connected to each other and find the fault with the hybrid topology. When a particular link in the network breaks down, it does not hamper the working of the network. Any type of topology can be combined with another without making any changes to the existing topology. The speed of the hybrid topology is consistent, as it combines the strengths of each of the topologies and eliminates the weakness. Disadvantages of hybrid topology. The disadvantages of hybrid topology are: since different topologies come together in a hybrid topology, managing the topology becomes difficult. Hybrid topology is very expensive to maintain. The cost of hybrid topology is higher as compared to the other topologies. Installation and configuration of the hybrid topology is very difficult. The term topology refers to the way a network is laid out, either physically or logically. It defines the way in which computers, printers and other devices are connected. A topology can be considered as a network shape. It is the geometric representation of relationship of all the links. Before we attend the next unit, please try to answer the following questions. Write a short note on network topology. Discuss the different types of network topologies. With example, briefly explain the star networks. Differentiate a star topology with a bus topology. Compare the advantages and disadvantages of different types of topologies. Books for your reference: Computer Networking Illuminated by Barrett, Diane and King Todd, published by Viva Books in New Delhi. Computer Networks, Protocols, Standards and Interfaces by Black, Uyless, published in New Delhi by PHI Learning Private Limited. Computer Networking, a top-down approach featuring the Internet by James F. Couros, published by Pearson Education, Noida. Thank you for watching this session. We look forward to your participation in the next session. Until then, goodbye.